let's we got some new details about the shooter who shot and killed the National Guard's woman.
Yeah.
And severely injured a National Guardsman.
Who's still in intensive care.
Both from West Virginia,
for
right?
their family. Yeah.
They were
West Virginia
stationed
National
in D.C.
Guard. Happened over Thanksgiving, waking up Thanksgiving morning and looking at my phone and being like, "What? Wait, what?"
Yeah, it's terrible.
And this is horrendous. And
there is some positive news about Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf, the West Virginia National Guardsman who survived an ambush attack in Washington, D.C. last Wednesday. Governor Patrick Morrisey said Wolf, still fighting for his life, gave a thumbs up when asked if he could hear a nurse and was able to wiggle his toes.
Funeral arrangements for Specialist Sarah Beckstrom, who was fatally wounded in the attack, are pending. A suspect has been charged with her murder. Nicole Skanga now on what we've learned about him.
CBS News has learned new details about the 29-year-old suspect, still in critical condition tonight and under guard in a Washington hospital. Rahmanullah Lakanwal's former caseworker told us that his mental condition deteriorated in recent months, saying he was isolated, suffering manic episodes, and rarely spoke to his wife or children. The FBI is now interviewing friends and family in Washington state and in San Diego, scrubbing through his social media accounts, looking for clues as to why the suspect allegedly drove 2,800 miles to Washington, D.C. to carry out last week's attack.
We believe he could have been radicalized in his home community and in his home state.
But U.S. intelligence officials tell CBS News so far there have been no confirmed links to any terrorist networks. Lakanwal served for 8 years in a CIA-backed Zero unit in Afghanistan, known for high-stakes raids targeting the Taliban. He was evacuated with the help of the U.S. government after the chaotic U.S. withdrawal in 2021. Andrew Sullivan served in Afghanistan and now runs a nonprofit that helps resettle Afghans who worked for the U.S. during the war.
The trust required for those.
So this is one of those instances where, we had a lot of people in Afghanistan that were trying to get out as a result of the withdrawal, the haphazard withdrawal,
the botched withdrawal
by the Biden administration, which didn't. I mean, the problem was that they they didn't do any kind of like systemic vetting, processing. It was just chaos.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we're getting out, Taliban's closing in, and people are like, oh, crap, I need to go because I've been working against the Taliban. I've been helping you, United States. And the Biden administration, not only did they leave tons of people behind, and American citizens behind, thousands, but people who are allies of ours who deserve to be out, and then others that were not vetted that got asylum or refugee status because of, and this is one of them, he was not vetted, but was able to come here. And,
but some interesting points that were made in that piece. I mean, he was working for the CIA. In what capacity with, fighting the Taliban? We don't really know what type of training he received or anything else. Was he radicalized here? It's unknown. At the same time, you have Democrats for the last several months demonizing the National Guard.
Yeah.
You have demonizing ICE, demonizing law enforcement, as they have for the better part of the last 6 years since the Black Lives Matter riots and everything else. And so that type of rhetoric just breeds this type of activity.
Yeah.
And they should all be ashamed.
100%.
Yeah, they should all be ashamed. This is blood on their hands.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned. Yeah, blood on the Bidens, because the botched withdrawal of Afghanistan, the massive amounts of Islamic refugees that we've allowed into this country that we don't know if they're radicalized or not. And now we're seeing some of the fruits of that in areas across the country. And now you have this shooting of National Guard members who are basically doing their job. And then the Democrats have the nerve to then say, well, the National Guard should have never been there in the first place. Well, if the mayor and the police, DC police, have been doing their jobs, they wouldn't need to be there.
Right.
Over the last 20 years.
Right. Exactly.
And if anything, the young woman who was killed had said and I saw this report yesterday. She was claiming that she wished she had more ability to do her job there, to enforce the law, because there was so much opportunity to do so.
Yeah.
So she was proud to serve there.
Right. I mean, it's the whole thing is just, it's tragic and frustrating and, maddening all at the same time.